Let's get some more analysis now with Daryl Kimball. He is the Executive Director of the Arms Control Association. He joins us now live from Washington, D.C. Welcome to the programme. How concerned are you about what the IAEA chief is saying about a very real risk of a nuclear disaster from the Zaporizhzhia plant?
Well, when Director General Grossi is as concerned as he appears to be, we should all be concerned. The problem here is the possible interruption of power to the plant, which can affect the safe operation of this largest of nuclear facilities. The fighting here at this power plant is unprecedented. We've not seen this situation, the security situation at a nuclear power plant in history, and we need immediate action to cease the fighting around the plant. Otherwise, we may see something of a disaster of immense proportions.
I want to ask you about immense proportions in a minute, but realistically, who can get Russia out of the Zaporizhzhia plant? Nobody was able to do that with the Azov steel plant in Mariupol. So, who's going to get Russia out of there?
Well, Director General Grossi runs the International Atomic Energy Agency. He has a certain amount of responsibility and authority to negotiate and be a go-between between Ukrainian nuclear authorities and Russian nuclear authorities, but this needs to be taken to a higher level. I think there's reason here for the Secretary General of the United Nations to play an intermediary role between Ukraine and Russia to effect essentially a ceasefire around the power plant so that the IAEA can ensure the safe operation and that operators have the ability to repair any damage that's been caused.
And Daryl, they've been there since March. That's quite a long time to be at Europe's biggest nuclear power plant. And I understand they're there because well, there's a protected status there that they take advantage of. But I want to ask you, if things do go wrong, how far, which countries could be affected? Where could this radiation reach? This is something horrible to ask, but how bad could this be?
Well, the worst possible nuclear disaster at a plant like this could affect many nations within Ukraine and outside. The worst possible situation is a loss of power that prevents the plant from continuing to cool. The spent fuel rods that are there. We're not even talking about a shell hitting one of the reactors. We're talking about the possibility of an interruption of power on a sustained long-term basis, or some damage to the contacts between the control room and the reactor complex. So that's why I think the first step is not necessarily to eject Russia from its occupation of the site, which would be ideal, but to effect a ceasefire on the part of all sides, particularly Russia, so that the safety and security of the plant can be assured.
Thank you so much, Daryl Kimball, Executive Director of the Arms Control Association. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.